Hello and welcome to another episode of Film Freaks with a Z, the podcast about movies. Classic intro, good work, Yemmy. This today's episode is about a single movie, which we'll get to in a little bit. But first, I need to invite you, the listener, to give us movie suggestions. The vote just happened, so you have about 4 episodes worth of time to get another movie recommendation in if you so desire. And we will reveal who won the fan vote at the end of this episode. But if you want to submit a movie, either comment on the latest episode of the podcast on YouTube or Spotify, or come to the Discord, link down in the description, and say, hey, I want you guys to watch this movie. Or you can send us an email the old-fashioned way, ff.filmfreaks with a Z at the end at gmail.com. We do not take. Well, actually, we did watch Triple X, so I guess we do take pornography. So, it's the floor is open. That's a joke. All right, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves before we talk about the movie. I am E.T. the ferret, and I'm here with.
I can't follow that up. I'm Callus.
And I'm Tay.
And I'm Ray.
And we're the Freakz.
With the
That's
Z.
true.
That
yeah.
watch films with a Z.
Yeah.
So
Can confirm.
my other intro was E.T. D's nuts.
Either one valid.
All right.
Well, if Callus had decided to go with it and say he's E.T. Callus, I would have been E.T. Tay. But that sounds weird now that I'm saying it out loud.
ETT.
E-Tay.
E.T. Tay.
ETT.
Yeah, so I'm glad Callus decided not to go with it.
Well, how are we all doing today? It's a fine Monday. There is a full moon out around here.
Wild times.
It's supposed to be a supermoon tonight or something?
It is super.
Yeah.
It's big.
Nice.
Nice.
It has not come up yet over here, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, before we start talking about the movie real quick, I just wanted to say that on
He's
Saturday night...
Oh my
I plugged down...
Congratulations.
Stop. So on
It's an
Saturday night, I plugged down...
I'm so
It's
sorry.
an ugly one.
That's a different franchise.
No.
Still aliens.
So I plugged down on Saturday to watch the movie, and so I sat down. I searched for Edward Scissorhands, and I pushed play on it, and I make it through the first couple of minutes. And I'm like, wait a second, is this really the movie we're supposed to watch? Because we had talked a bunch about Edward Scissorhands in the previous episode, and I guess in my brain I thought that's the movie we're supposed to watch. But thank goodness that I checked the group chat, just double check if that is the movie they were supposed to watch.
Good.
Yeah.
That would have been a Greedy Waffles level blunder there.
Worse, because it's not even close to the same movie. Oh.
We have a soundboard now.
Yeah, gingerly will be used. Probably only the oof command, if it even comes through on the OBS. I don't even know.
I mean, I hear it, so.
So, Callus, we're glad that you watched the right movie. Did you have
Yeah.
Did you have any inkling to just kind of finish it? Be like, well, I'm already this far. Might as well just get it done.
I was excited to watch it, but actually I only made it through the credits, so I didn't actually start it.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, Ray, why don't you go ahead and introduce Edward Scissorhands for us?
Ha ha. Ha ha.
Wait, Callus, you watched E.T.? What?
Wait, I watched E.T. Ah, shit.
I watched TE. So
I watched TMZ. Ah, completely wrong thing.
I watched TT.
Ayo.
I watched T2.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Judgment Day.
All right, Ray, go ahead
Anyway.
and introduce E.T. for us.
E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial from 1982 was all about a troubled child summoning the courage to help a friendly alien escape from Earth and return to his home planet. Director Steven Spielberg. Spielberg. Exactly. uh, writer Melissa Matheson, starring Henry Thomas, Drew Barrymore, and Peter Coyote. So I had no idea. Like, I understood the premise of the movie, obviously, but I had never seen it. This was my first time popping the ET cherry, which sounds so bad.
Gross.
Now
That
just
sounds
came right out my
sounds
mouth.
terrible.
Holy cannoli.
Look, we're all accepted of Rule 34 here, but woo.
All right, so this is my last podcast.
Season 5, let's go.
No, but I was feeling kind of down. The day that I watched this, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna watch ET because it's probably like kind of, like heartfelt and stuff, which it was. But I was not expecting it to be so gosh darn sad. I was not expecting that so freaking ever. So that was a little rough, but it was interesting. I love 80s movies with so many practical effects. That's just it made me happy. So that being said, though, too, watching this like as a grown person, I found a lot of like similarities to Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys watch
Mhm.
Stranger Things?
I do, and
I
I
haven't-
actually also felt that.
Yeah, I haven't seen like the latest season, but I did watch I think the first 3.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, they're on their 5th one now. That'll
Yeah.
be coming out next month.
yeah.
It really
Um,
lets
it
you
would be
makes you
most like the
appreciate.
first like season though.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think ET did inspire a little bit, like just the whole 80s motif or whatever, but I don't
It
know.
makes you
Gang
really
of kids playing
appreciate,
D&D,
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like I appreciate Stranger Things even more, being like just how authentic it was to the 80s, because this,
Yeah.
actually is the 80s.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's like the classic like kids that are on bikes, going around places. It's both have Halloween aspects to them. And like I don't know, like the big group of like boys being friends and riding around, and then something comes out of nowhere and he's like showing ET all of his toys, and like Mike did that with Elle, like trying to show him show her like his dinosaurs and his Star Wars stuff, and like
Oh, yeah.
that's seriously parallel to this movie too.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, I love Stranger Things. I've seen the first 4 seasons 3 times,
Ooh.
all the way
Wow.
through. Yeah. So that's probably why I'm a freak and notice those similarities. But
Did they at the beginning of this movie when they're playing D&D, were they using a cigarette as like an incense?
Yeah, I
That's
was
what it
wondering where all
looked
that
like.
smoke came from.
That's
I
what
think
it looked like.
Well, I
yeah.
thought that was what was happening. Then the mom was right there, and I'm like, "There's no way the mom
Yeah.
would let them just smoke a cigarette."
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just
Right.
all that smoke's coming from the mom.
I mean, especially because she was so upset about them getting pizza. I'm like,
Right.
what about the
No,
cigarette?
I'm pretty sure it was an incense because that is a very D&D thing. But it looked like a cigarette. When like you saw it briefly for a second, like, wait, is it just a cigarette they're using? It's like we don't have any real incense. Hey, mom, you have a cigarette? We need it to be smoky in
We
here.
gotta set the scene, Mom. We're in a
Yeah.
boggy swamp.
And I just love that this film is rated PG, and they say things like penis breath and
That was like my favorite line from the movie, and it just came
Yeah.
out of nowhere. I was shell shocked. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that was a good one too. Like,
What year did PG-13 come out as a rating? Because this may have been before PG-13.
Yeah, it might have been after that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because it used to just be G, PG, and then like R and X and all that. I don't even know if R was in there. It might have just been like
And '84. So yeah, this came out before
PG-13.
before PG-13.
Yeah, I think we had the same
There you go.
conversation when we talked about Temple of Doom, because
Yeah.
that came out right
We
around the
did.
same time. And like that movie is like wild. This movie, not wild per se, but the
No.
language is definitely PG-13-able.
The language, and then when E.T. is like drinking the beer and what's his face? Or Elliot, he like starts getting drunk in school. I was like, that is wild. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
I will say,
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised because it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. It's in its entirety, and for some reason, I was just thinking that like his older brother was just like a bully throughout the whole movie because that's classic '90s.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I think that's classic '80s too. If you think about like the
Yeah.
Goonies and stuff.
But even in the Goonies, like, because I thought about the Goonies too. I was like, well, he was like, no, he actually ended up going down. You know, he was with them the whole time on this
That
adventure.
is true.
It's so
Riding
funny
the
how
bike.
like the switch just flipped when he saw the ET, and like he was
Yeah.
just completely different for the entire rest of the movie.
Hey,
Oh,
seeing
shit.
an extraterrestrial will change a man. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Turns out my brother isn't a little shithead. He's actually seeing things.
Crazy. Also, I forgot about the parallel to like Elliot and Mike, his older brother, and then like there's Mike in Stranger Things and L or 11.
Mm,
Crazy. I doubt that was on purpose, but I thought it was.
It might have been.
Yeah,
It
it
might have
probably
been.
was, honestly.
Like I think I remember like when it first came out, them saying like, you know, inspiration from like old '80s movies, obviously like E.T. and stuff. So
Yeah, which now I understand. Because when I first watched Stranger Things, I was like, oh, it kind of reminds me of like the Goonies a little bit. You know, they're going on these crazy adventures and
Yeah.
stuff. But no, now I see it mainly came from E.T.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Goonies was more of a lighthearted Indiana Jones-esque
Coming
adventure.
of age story.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they
Well,
call them. Yeah.
well, Stranger Things is definitely more of a. I mean, obviously, it's a more of a horror. They like, took E.T. and went, what if actually horror?
What if E.T. devoured everything? What if E.T. was
Yeah.
a monster?
What if his face opened up? That would be cool. Which I thought the beginning of the movie when he got separated from his family, that was like his little cry, like his like, oh my god, I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like that was so sad to me.
See, that screaming that he was doing was what I wanted Tay to wake up to with his alarm.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
Because
yeah, it would definitely wake you up.
that would do it.
look, I
That would-
mean, I enjoyed the movie. Don't get me wrong, but that opening scene where all these like little extra, ET like characters are waddling around, I just couldn't handle it. I was laughing. It was just such a little like these little like funny little dudes, and like we know that ET is smart, right? But they're
Yeah.
acting so stupid. They're so stupid, and then ET like is screaming and running back to the ship, and it's like, well, of course they're gonna leave you behind, dummy. You're leading them right to him.
Yeah,
But I just like, look, it's a vibe. They were waddling around, doing the little thing,
Mm-hmm.
I like the very strange tree with a face on it that's inside the ship. That was I didn't remember that. I watched this movie when I must have been like 8 years old or so. It was one of those movies that my dad put on that was like, oh, my son will love this, and it like actually gives me trauma.
Yeah.
Somehow though, the tree, I totally forgot about that tree. Very strange, and it's like a very short clip, but that stuck with me on this watch through where I was like, what the fuck's with that tree? Like, do we ever get anything else about the tree man? Like,
didn't notice. Must have looked away for like 2 seconds.
yeah, it was right
I'll
at the
be
beginning.
honest. Yeah, like the practical effects of ET to seriously stand up still to
Yeah.
this day. Like I was legitimately kind of creeped out. Like I'm like this thing looks real. Like it actually does look like it could be from a different planet here. And except for like the eyes were kind of fake. But like I thought that they did really great on
And I
the
was
design.
also I was gonna say it looked a little fake, like when he was in his like white dyeing.
Yes, yeah, that's like okay. There's some spray paint or flour or something.
Yeah,
You mean the part of the movie that scared me as a kid? Yes.
yeah. I mean, that
Like-
is the scary part.
Um,
Bunch of astronauts just show up at your house. Creepy.
I
the
was
whole
like,
the
I
whole
was
break-in
watching it.
scene was kind of weird. Like they just came from every
Yes.
single area, just very slowly.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was
must have
wild.
inspired Doctor Who.
But what I was gonna say is I liked how they got the slime on ET. It looked his skin looked very realistic. I love the effect of his heart cavity like lighting up, like that. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And I also I like the extendo neck, and it almost makes you wonder if they were. I almost wonder if they were like planning on making like okay, so now his legs can grow and extend, and his arms are already kind of extended.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, they never did that, which would
Yeah,
have made
it's like,
more
how do
sense.
his
I
legs?
think
How do his legs even work? They're basically like glued to the bottom of the body.
it's like Baby Yoda. It's Grogu. He just kind of shifts around.
Yeah.
But he moved so fast, like near the beginning. He was like zooming
Well,
all over the place, and then he
yeah.
just never did that.
It's because he had Heelys on.
Mm. And he lost the Heelys, of course.
Yeah, he moves so slowly everywhere else, but that when he's fight or flight, changes you, Callus. Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe he did have extendo legs, but he broke them when I was trying to run.
Mm. You can only use him when he's near his kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of established that like their species, like not really established, but like never said, but it feels like their species thrive when they're together, but if they become apart, they start dying. And then he makes this bond with Elliot to kind of,
Extend his life.
extend his life, but it also starts taking away Elliot's life.
That was a really interesting tidbit there, like how they were just like so connected somehow.
How I was gonna ask if I missed something, like how they were connected, like that.
They don't
I
really
think
explain it really.
They don't really explain, but like I think it's the scene at the very beginning when he's in the bedroom and he kind of like hypnotizes him, and I think that he makes the link then.
Okay, that would make
And
sense.
also they show like all the different aliens just kind of like glowing at the same time and like acting in the same way at the same time. So I guess to show that they do have the ability of that type of connection.
Yeah, so they're definitely connected. It definitely is what keeps them alive, and without it, he slowly dies. At least that was my read on it. Like I said, they never come out and explicitly say it, but that was my take on it.
Well,
I feel like
because he started to come back
connecting
to life
Elliot.
when the ship got closer.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. I mean, he died completely,
Yeah,
and
he was-
then
he's
the
done
ship
so.
gets near, and he's not like, "Oh wait, I'm okay now."
Yeah, that was wild. I was
then
sitting
they-
there
Do you
watching it,
think that
texting my fiance.
you-
I was like, "Does he die?" Like,
so you thought he was permanently dead from
Tears
point?
streaming down Ray's face. Why'd they do this?
you're not far off. I was so sad. And he was like, "Do you want me to spoil it for you?" And I was like, "Well, no, I guess not."
He should have
Well,
just
he
been like,
do.
wait
He's
5
straight up
minutes.
dead.
Yeah. Just
I
wait.
was like, "There's no way," but then I was like, "Wait, this is the '80s. Of course, there's a way. Like, they have to make this the saddest freaking movie." So I would not have been surprised if he stayed dead.
Yeah.
At all.
I feel like it's really weird, like the tone, like they felt like they were kind of all over the place on how the adults actually felt about ET. Like one minute they're like, "Oh, we gotta capture him. Oh no, he's our friend. I'm so glad he found you. He's the best. I'm excited for this." Oh wait, they're stealing the body. Oh wait, he's alive. It was kind of all over the place.
Get
on
the shotguns
the-
out.
Yeah.
He's
what
alive.
Oh, yeah, they had guns
actually
out like
wanted.
And can we just talk about how lame those CPR compressions were? Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen such bad acting in my whole life.
Well, they didn't want to crush the doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
They were like,
you
don't
gotta
break
do
the
it.
extendo neck. We need that.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
mean, as we were saying earlier, I think the special effects are really good in this movie, especially like the
Mm-hmm.
spaceship and ET himself. The green screen could have used a bit of work. It kind of was in the same realm as Temple of Doom,
Mhm.
where it was
Yeah.
very I don't know, just wasn't
Fuzzy.
it just wasn't there yet, right?
Yeah.
You could definitely see it at the end of the movie when they're all standing together. There's also another scene where they like green screen the guys looking for ET on the cliffside. And I was like, why did you
Yeah.
I
need to
noticed
do
that.
that? Like, what
I
is the
noticed that
point?
That was another thing that like was I noticed that like every time they showed ET like with the city, they like it was like dawn, and then it would cut back to them where it's like pure night, and I'm like,
Yes, I noticed that too.
you guys pick a time of day or yeah, and obviously they were clearly on the green screen. You could tell when they were running back and forth. And that again, that's another like at the very beginning you think, oh, this is a bad guy, and then it turns out he wasn't the bad guy.
The
but
key
the rest
man.
of the government, yeah, keys, but the rest of the government was, I don't, yeah,
Yeah, they
Well-
didn't portray him that well.
yeah.
Well, it was his kindness that was his undoing because they took ET away from him. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
he'll never be nice again to another person.
And then
If
he
they
went,
if they get another alien, he's definitely not leaving it alone with the kid.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, it just felt like they didn't know what to do with what the adults were. Like they had no purpose. Like I mean, they had
Well,
purpose, but like
It
they
was
just didn't know what to do with them.
it was at least a nice subversion of expectations to have them like not just want to immediately murder the alien, you know?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
try to save him.
Even because at the beginning it was kind of like a red herring that they're all chasing him down, but at the end of the day
Mhm.
they were actually curious about this creature, this ship that they obviously knew about had landed,
Yeah.
which is like, okay, that's nice, you know, because most other movies or anything TV related or whatever, it's either humans want to kill the alien or the alien wants to kill us. It's hardly ever just a friendly exchange of information, you know.
Yeah, unless it's Star Trek.
Well, I guess that's true. That's
It's Star Trek, and that's about it. Yeah.
Why is it that like they showed up in full NASA spacesuits when they first showed up at the house? Like
For
that was
effect.
insanely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
For
like
the trauma.
floodlights just flashing in from the outside.
I think it was because they're worried about airborne diseases that the alien might have.
Right, but everyone else wore normal hazmat suits.
Yeah.
well, that was after they bubbled the house. They put
That
the house
was
in, the
very
house in a
funny.
bubble.
So dumb.
No, yeah, the astronaut suits were over the top, and like I said earlier, it's just so bizarre that they just just came through every way, like through the windows,
Through
through
the windows, through the
I
wall.
I wouldn't be surprised if one came through the chimney. Like, what were they thinking? And like they definitely couldn't do anything. Those suits, like they were stiff as hell, no movement for the
Mhm.
arms. Like, yeah, not much was happening there, but somehow they boxed him in. So, you know.
Well,
It's like
'cause they
Spielberg
needed
just
that-
borrowed those suits from like the set next door they were filming a space movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Apollo 13. Was Apollo 13 being
Nah.
filmed at the same time?
No, that was in the 90s.
Yeah, that's many years later.
Oh.
Yeah. But, it was for the fear factor. It's like, we're not going to be able to box him in unless we scare the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Quick, grab the NASA suits.
Goodness. And I freaking loved Drew Barrymore's character. She was precious.
Yeah.
Teaching him how to talk and everything. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like actual good acting from the kids through most of the movie. Like I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
I guess Spielberg just has a way with getting kids to act properly. Like, yeah, there was a few line deliveries where I was like, "Oh, you probably could have redone that or whatever." But at the end of the day, like, it's a rare movie that has a bunch of kids in it that I'm not annoyed by. So thumbs up there.
Yeah.
That is fair. Yeah, I really enjoy these types of movies like The Goonies or Gremlins or
Yeah.
anything like that. I don't know why. I think they're just so well done, and I really do think that a lot of that comes from the practical effects that they use, that they had to use, and they're able to like manipulate them and make them look so freaking real. I wish that we did that more often. I can't stand this CGI stuff. Like sometimes it's done well, but more often than not, I just feel like it can be a lazy way out. And that is coming from someone that has zero experience in the film industry. But um,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
Ray,
I wish that
just
they took
That's
just wait,
more.
just wait until AI starts taking
God,
over.
God.
no.
I say, as the CGI expert here in this group, apparently, has been
Apparently.
thrust upon me. The main problem is studios being not necessarily being cheap, but overworking these artists and like
Mm.
giving them like 2 weeks instead of the 6 months they need to actually make it look good. And
Yeah,
that's why most CGI looks like garbage. And practical effects obviously always are going to look, well, not always, but generally going to look better because it's there. It's something that the actors can actually react to, and not just a tennis ball on a stick.
right.
Yeah, and I don't mind like CGI assisted practical effects
Right.
too.
Yeah,
Like having
I
so
don't
much
either.
stuff there.
Yes.
I mean, there's been actually a couple of movies released this year that had a majority of the movie was practical.
Yeah,
You look at Sinners. You look at 28 weeks, 28 years later had a lot of practical stuff in there. Like, I think they even did a fair amount of practical stuff with this the latest Alien movie. I'm pretty sure, like a good amount of practical
Yeah,
stuff. And
they-
those movies are all applauded for, especially Sinners, with all the behind the scenes work that happened on that. Like they're applauded for that, and even like some of the ones that are CG assisted, like the latest Final Destination movie. That scene in the middle of the movie with the MRI machine was mostly done practical, which is really impressive, and it looked really good when it was happening. So, I do agree. Like all CGI, like with the latest Conjuring movie, like crap. Like get that out of here. But CGI sometimes sprinkled in with a lot of practical effects, you get the more fun with the movies.
well, that's why like Jurassic Park still holds up well. Is it's mostly practical with some CGI.
Right. Yeah,
Yep.
the first scene with the bronchiosauruses or whatever, like obviously that doesn't look great still. Like, well, it looks
I
good,
mean,
but it's
that-
not like amazing. But then you
Yeah,
get to the scene with the T-Rex and it's like a big puppet that they're using. Like that looks great.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I agree. A lot of 80s films, even early 90s, they really just hit different, feel different because everything is practical. They had no other way of doing it.
Man, this movie came out the same year as The Thing.
Yeah.
Peak
Peak.
practical effects there.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, like a lot of movies that had
Poltergeist too.
Tron as well came out the same year as this movie. Like lots of high,
Wow.
but like I should
Well-
say well done practical effects there.
Yeah. So I mean, Tron was a lot of CGI, like early CGI.
There was also a lot of practical in there.
There was. They couldn't do the CGI type stuff they do now.
It was like floppy disk CGI, we'll call it. It was
Sure. Yeah. That's good. That's a good one for it. Good word.
That
for it.
movie was filmed in black and white, and they added all the colors in post.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they were in the computer, obviously.
yeah, it's I love the original Tron, Anyway,
I don't know if I've ever actually seen the original Tron. Like I've
alright.
seen parts of
What?
it, but
I'll
never.
add that to the
full.
list then.
Yeah, I mean we can. Let's do it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either, to be honest. I've never seen Poltergeist either.
I haven't seen Poltergeist either.
Yeah,
That's,
Poltergeist.
I haven't
It's
seen
fine.
Poltergeist gave me
Yeah, I've-
nightmares.
I haven't seen a lot of movies though. Like most of the ones you just mentioned, the new movies, I haven't seen like any of them. Just don't have time for movies unless it's for this podcast.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean that's why I do it. Gives me a chance to see the movies.
Getting exposed to culture.
Exactly.
So one of the
So
one of the things that
ahead.
kind of irked me about the movie, you have this great group of kids at the beginning who have a lot of chemistry together. They're playing D&D. Then they kind of disappear for the rest of the movie until the end.
Yes.
And
Yeah, yeah.
all of a sudden they're
Yes.
like, "Hey, what's happening at the house?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are still here, aren't you?"
Well, like they showed up at the bus scene and they were like bullies. And like
Yeah.
Mike doesn't do anything about it, and he's like they don't even like talk to Mike to be like, "Hey, aren't you? We're friends. When's our next D&D session?" Like they seem like antagonists, and then at the very end, he recruits them again, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Okay, we're on board again."
Yeah.
Like,
It seemed a little, and it. Kind of deals with my biggest problem with this movie. Is just the pacing was kind of all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
there's times I'm like, okay, this is going cool. Oh, and now we're just gonna spend the next 20 minutes doing nothing.
yeah, I only felt that way like when he turned gray and they were in the bubble. Like I felt like that was dragging on for quite some time. Obviously there's a lot of
Yeah.
emotional stuff going on, but at the same time I just felt like it lasted a while. But I mean Spielberg really knocked it out of the park with the ending action in this movie with the van escape and then the kids riding the bikes and they start
Yeah.
flying. Like I feel like that really wrapped up the movie quite nicely.
Oh yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. I was talking more about like the whole ET at home doing all the shit while Elliot's at school having the same shit happen to him. Like it's like that was fine, but it dragged on a lot. And then I think the scene before it, they're just sitting in the bedroom for like a long time trying to figure out where he's from, and like takes them forever to go, oh, he's a spaceman. Like it's not that hard to understand. So just like I said, there was just a lot of pacing things in there that I was just like, hey, you could have done this a little faster.
Yeah.
I mean, Elliot's like what, 12, 13, not even, probably like 10. Like I don't know.
12-year-olds are pretty damn smart.
I mean, he might even
can
be
easily-
younger. He might be like 8 or 7 years old.
Mike's there though, and Mike's in June like he's like 15. He's learning how to drive.
Yeah, but he's
14,
he's
15.
not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that was the other weird thing. It's like the very beginning, they're like, he's a D&D nerd, and then like the 2 scenes later, they're like, no wait, he's a jock on the football team. It's like, I'm sorry, no.
You can be both.
Nowadays, you could be both. Not in the 80s. It was against the law. It just seemed weird. Like I said, and that was like once he saw ET, he like I feel like then they like honed in his character and were like, okay, yeah, this is who he is. But before that, it was just kind of all over the place as well. Where it's kind of like, is he a nerdy guy? Is he a jockey guy? Is he a douchebag? Nah, he's just an older brother. He's fine. I was like, okay. I like
Yeah.
where they settled on what they settled on. It was
Yeah,
nice.
They got there. They got there.
Yeah, they got there.
But I also felt like we kind of needed more time of all them interacting with ET.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like there is a good emotional core there, especially towards the end. But when you have the mom and the key man starting to like cry when the thing is lifting off, like the mom like screamed and freaked out
Yeah.
over him, like like I don't know, it was like maybe a day before
You spent
ET
6
left.
minutes with him.
Not even a day.
Yeah.
Like at
They
least
showed up at
yeah.
dusk, and then you see Dawn, but she wasn't with ET that whole time. She was like downstairs
who knows where she
worrying
was.
about her son.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I think a
It
bit
just needed
more
a
with
little
the
more
characters.
polish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just needed a little more polish.
I agree. But what's there, I
One-
do enjoy.
Yeah, no, what's there is fine. Like, don't get me wrong. It's enjoyable. It's good. but there are some stuff in there that you go, what are you trying to say here, Steven? What is this, Steven?
Well,
Steven.
It's the movie that funded Titanic, you know? He's like, this right here is the next step to my masterpiece.
Was it though?
E.T. walked.
Like, because
so
he did
Titanic
he
is-
did Jaws before E.T. Jaws was his thing that made him a lot of money, big.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Obviously, this helped too. I'm not. I mean, Steven Spielberg popped out a bunch of bangers in his early years.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of amazing practical effects, I mean, Jaws is right there, especially being filmed on the sea. Like, god damn.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
And I actually,
some of it, a lot of it was filmed on a giant lake, but
yeah, I mean,
not
like,
even a
you know what I
giant
mean.
lake, a
On
small
water,
lake.
I meant on water, not like
Yeah.
Like not controlled water.
yeah.
Yeah. What was the deal with Mexico? Is my question.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the dad
Mexico.
who's
Hold on one second. I just want to have a retraction. Titanic was James Cameron.
yes, I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was wondering what
you
you
said
were
that, and I
talking
didn't
about.
even realize.
I get them confused all the time.
No,
I
it's
just
totally
assumed you
understandable.
meant like Steven Spielberg's Titanic, and I was trying to figure out what that would be, but
Yeah, that's exactly what he meant, right?
Yes. James
Yes.
Cameron is the water man. Everything has to be in water.
yeah.
Spielberg is the big practical effects man. Every movie has to make $1 million, $1,000. You know.
I mean,
And
Steven
it
Spielberg
does.
is the blockbuster man.
Yeah.
Because I think
But James
Jaws
Cameron
was like what
has-
coined the phrase blockbuster.
I mean, James Cameron has like so many highest grossing movies of all time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to beat Avatar
don't know why, but apparently it is.
because
All that shade at Avatar.
It's a
Look,
boring
Avatar-
movie with a mid story.
Avatar did for 3D what Jaws did to the water.
I know.
Listen, when I watched Avatar, I had never seen Dances with Wolves, and I saw it in theaters with a theater full of people being excited over the action. So for me, I loved it. It was a great experience.
And then you watched
I saw-
Dances with Wolves and
I still haven't seen it actually.
oh, well, all right.
Had you never seen Fern Gully, Pocahontas?
Hey,
Oh, I love.
Oh, I've seen
Ferngully.
those.
Fern Gully, fucking fantastic movie.
Great movie.
I was like, I haven't seen Dances with Wolves, but I knew enough of the story. Plus, I had seen Fern Gully, and so I was just like, I mean, the special effects in this is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but the story is bad. Not bad. It's just very average. It's an average story that's been told lots of times, sometimes even better, by adding like a talking bat.
Yes.
Was it Robin Williams did the bat in Fern Gully? I think it was.
Was it? I thought it was. No, I don't want to say that out loud because then I'm gonna feel dumb.
Say it.
No,
Fern Gully in the Last Rainforest.
no, you're right. It was.
Yeah,
it was Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Well, then who am I?
Baddie Coda. I didn't know that was his name.
Are you thinking of the bat from Anastasia?
No,
Oh, okay, because those are like
I was
the few
thinking
bats I know
of.
in animated.
No. Even then, I'm wrong.
Zubat?
He's just like
No.
a
The
creature
Pokemon movie.
voice.
What am I? No, hold on. I gotta figure this out.
Hmm.
But while you're
Hold on.
thinking, can we
Uh-huh.
just say in Avatar 2, the biggest cop out is bringing back the same bad guy from the first movie?
Spoiler. Yeah, that's was kind of disappointing.
I mean, I didn't even see the movie, but I watched some like stuff about it, and I was like, seriously, they brought that guy back?
Yeah.
He wasn't a good villain in the first movie. Why would you bring him back?
Wow. James Cameron's a hack. Am I right?
He is no.
I haven't seen the movie either. So I don't know.
But this time he is an avatar. He has an avatar now.
All right, but when are we getting Avatar Titanic? That's all I care about.
I mean, technically, the second one was
Really?
The Way of Water,
Yeah, it's mainly based in
because the
water.
third one's fire.
All right, what's the fourth one, huh? Earth?
Yeah, probably. I
That's
don't
the
know.
way. No,
I
the Earth
think
would be the
you're-
first one.
No, the first one. Yeah, the first one's Earth. So fourth one's
So it'd be
air.
wind. Wind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Or I guess the first one could have been air because that has had the whole thing with the flying creatures.
I don't know. Did Cameron think this far ahead? I don't know.
probably not.
I would think he did actually.
All right, the next one's gonna be okay. So we got Earth, Wind, Fire.
The 21st of September
band.
Yeah.
is the fifth one. Do you remember? Do you remember what you were thinking of there, Ray?
We're
Yep,
we're stalling
um,
for you over here.
Sorry, I was thinking of Tim Curry.
Oh, yeah, okay. Tim Curry's great.
Yeah.
Space.
Spice!
Oh wow, hold on. I just got new information here. Apparently, Avatar 4 is going to take place on Earth.
Oh.
Okay, so Wind
Finally,
was
the
first one.
avatars come to Earth and take over and kill all the stupid humans. That time.
Wait, there's an Avatar 5 too? What the?
Yeah, there's gonna be like 8.
All right, so what's the fifth one gonna be? Avatar Earth.
Jupiter. Then Avatar
Okay,
Jupiter
so
ascending.
I just realized that was really stupid what I said, but I was thinking of like Alien Earth, Avatar Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't realize until you brought it up.
that was my thought process. Like Alien Earth, Avatar Earth. You know, planet, Avatar Planet, Treasure Planet,
Then Galaxy.
Mm.
Then World.
Yeah.
Avatar
apparently-
Galaxy. Yes, we need Avatar Galaxy. Then Avatar Universe.
Apparently, both 4 and 5 are supposed to take place on Earth, so who knows?
Like the actual like our Earth or just their Earth?
Our Earth.
Oh, they're
He
fighting
said
Well,
they're,
back.
bringing the,
that's-
they're bringing the battle to us to take it to those stupid, pesky humans.
You know, I just realized this is James Cameron. We're supposed to be talking about Spielberg here.
Hmm.
Let's talk about Edward Scissorhands now.
Well, that's Tim
That would be
Burton.
fun. That's a great score.
I was really excited to start watching the movie too.
Well, you can pick it for your pick.
I'll think about
But
it.
that'd be 2 Tim Burton movies in a row. And,
Yeah.
all right, we'll do a Tim Burton Tim Burton set. So I'll do Dumbo. Callus can do Edward Scissorhands. Tay can do Alice in Wonderland, and Ray can do The Nightmare Before Christmas because she hates that movie.
God, I love you, Yemmy. Thank you so much. Wow.
And then the fan vote will be Big Fish because I forgot to take it off the list,
Oh.
and it all comes full circle.
Rewatch.
No, the fan vote will be Les Mis.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the big finale.
all right.
Well, we want to keep a bad musical and a Tim Burton movie. We watch Sweeney Todd.
Hey, that I like Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd is fine. The Johnny Depp cannot sing,
Well, hold
and
on.
I hate that they made him sing.
This is just Tay Mation's thoughts. This does not reflect the entire podcast. We
I
love
don't
Johnny
remember.
Depp, especially when he
saw-
poops in bed.
Oh yeah, I saw that movie in theaters, and I don't remember really like caring for it too much. But
Sweeney Todd was massive when I was in high school. I loved it when I was in high school. I still enjoy the music now.
Yeah.
Haven't watched it since high school, but I do like. I mean, I still like that Rosanna. Was it Rosanna?
Joanna.
Joanna. Yeah, I was thinking Rosanna. That's like a Styx
Yeah.
song or something.
Rosanna.
Or Toto. That's Toto. Toto. But anyway, what do you think of the soundtrack of E.T.? Or well,
I liked it.
the
It
music.
was.
Mid.
I mean,
The
it was
score.
very John Williams.
Yeah, I remember when I was in elementary school, we had to do like auditions for like doing a solo piece during one of the concerts, and I chose the theme to E.T. and I played it too fast because I in my
You were
head.
nervous.
Well, that and in my head I thought it was faster, and the teacher was like, "No, it's got to be slower." I'm like, "Oh shoot, well, there goes that." Pacing was off.
Whoops.
I mean, I think the main theme of E.T. Womp womp. Yeah, it's very good. I
It is.
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite theme because obviously
Yeah.
Indiana Jones like knocks it out of the park. The
Star Wars is
yeah, I was
better
gonna say the
thing too.
Imperial March is like right up there. Jaws, the theme of Jaws, amazing. But E.T. very good. Can't complain.
I'd put E.T. above Jaws.
Yeah, see,
Like I like
reason
Jaws theme, but it's very simple.
the reason why I like the Jaws one so much is because it's based off of a very old piece of music, and it was morphed into the Jaws theme. I just like the lore behind it.
Hmm. That's fair. Like I said, I don't. No, I'm not saying the Jaws theme is bad. I'm just saying I would put E.T. above the Jaws theme for me. But I mean, it's John Williams. I like all John Williams stuff.
Yeah, John Williams can really do no wrong, even if he is
Yeah.
credited on the sequel Star Wars movies. And I will say, okay, in John Williams' defense, the Force Awakens, he did an excellent job with that orchestral soundtrack. Okay, that I still have the CD for that. It's a great soundtrack. They just reused the music for the next two, so it's like he didn't even really have to do anything. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah, makes sense. That sounds like a Disney move. Hey, we could just save money by not just paying John Williams royalty fees instead of paying him to make a whole new song.
Yeah, I think he still redid some music and added some new stuff in there, but it's mostly just like copy paste from the last two.
Yeah. That's, when you nail it the first time, why do any more?
As long as they don't have him collab with what's his name? The Bruno Mars guy? No, not Bruno Mars. There was a famous conductor or music director who, for I think it was for the Amazing Spider-Man movie, he collabed with a hip hop artist or something. Maybe Will.I.am. That sounds right. And it was just such a weird fucking thing. It's one of my it's just so strange to see them both together. Here's Will.I.am and the guy who did the Amazing Spider-Man soundtrack. I was like, okay, interesting. And we all know how good the Amazing Spider-Man 2 soundtrack was.
No idea.
I saw that movie once. I don't remember anything about it.
I
I remember the
I
story.
mean,
but-
This
Is that with Toby Maguire?
no. I was not
No,
I was not
that's
meaning to make
Andrew
this into a
Garfield.
big thing, but my favorite tidbit about that soundtrack is Electro has like a theme, and during like the little I think it's they're like there's like these words being spoken in the background, and one of them is like it kind of sounds like Mario. He's saying like it's me. Because they kind of had to make it rhyme or go along with the beat, so they're adding in like a bunch of extra syllables. So one of them is like it's me, it's me. It's like okay, it's a me. Anyway, yeah, that Amazing Spider-Man movies suck. But that's another story for another time.
I know what we're watching next.
Like, if you want to do a Yemmy spite pick, it's either Les Mis or one of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. You pick your
Well,
poison.
I'd like to at least kind of enjoy the pick, so I'm not going to pick Les Mis. I will watch the Amazing Spider-Man movies any day over Les Mis.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of the same way on that one. Still would hate it, but
I wouldn't hate it as much as watching Les Mis.
I am Les Mis while watching it.
Exactly. It's bad. It's not good. Not good.
That was such a dad joke.
Good one.
Hold on, I have a perfect sound bit for this. Hold on. Comedic
Holding.
timing is on point right now. And Uh,
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
Wow.
Was that the right one?
well, no, it wasn't.
Figures.
I hate it here. Thank you so much.
Well, she really is gonna quit.
That would have been great.
All right. So, do we have anything else we want to say about E.T., the extraterrestrial?
Oh, I did one thing. At the very beginning of the movie, everyone's like keeps calling Elliot crazy, and I'm like, Elliot's not crazy. He's just blind because he was looking E.T. in the face when he threw the ball at him, and E.T. threw it back, and he's just like, "There's something there." Like the way it was lined up, I'm like, dude, you're looking at him. How do you not see him? That's it. That's my last little bit. Elliot's blind.
Yeah, I guess the only other thing is like the like okay, so how would he survive inside that like sub-zero container that they put him in? Like he comes back to life and they close the lid on him again, and it's like there's like that like what is that called? The ice that's in there. Dry ice. They have like that all in there. Like I feel like he would be dead again. Like he would come back to life and be like Elliot, and then Elliot's like no, and he closes the thing and it just kills him. Like it's
Yeah.
It's okay. He threw the sheet in there, so to keep him warm.
Ah yes.
Yes, of course. The sheet. Like I said, that was. I mean, the whole thing is like, why is Elliot hiding this? Like, they were trying to. I mean, I know Elliot doesn't understand. He thinks they were hurting him and scaring him, but it's like they kept saying like, no, we're here to say, help him. We're gonna help him. And Elliot, yeah. It just seemed weird that he tried to hide it. It's all I'm saying. Yes, thank you.
Wow. Yeah.
Yemmy has gone drunk with power.
I have one more thing to say.
Beautiful. Wow.
Quack, damn it, quack.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was going to be just used,
So
This is
gingerly, I
Yemmy's
think it's
last
the word he
podcast.
So this is the last time that we're using the soundboard on the podcast.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right.
I
For
was
real,
trying to
say
for real though.
the,
Okay.
It's out of your system? You're good?
I want to see what this one does.
Heavy metal anime tits.
Okay, there we go.
Heavy metal.
Oh,
anime.
hey,
You
that's
know
a
what?
good one.
Maybe we should keep the soundboard.
I approve that one. Yes.
Okay. Callus.
And
What
then
were
more
you
quick-
going to say, Callus?
I was gonna say there was something that I wanted to bring up, but I can't for the life of me remember now.
I wonder
I think
why.
it was too important though. I don't think it was too important. It's just like a little minor detail that we hadn't talked about yet, but
Callus.
Where are your clothes?
they've been gone this whole time.
Ayo. Oh my god.
That was good. That was good.
Now you're just sounding like an
Wow.
early morning radio DJ.
It's the 96.0 the radio show here with Yemmy the Ferret and Callus. Don't forget about
This is gonna be
Taymation
so funny.
and Ray.
Literally trolling.
Welcome back to Film Freaks. So, what
Yes,
about that
everybody doesn't
ET
catch
guy,
any of
huh?
that.
Now I'm in on it too.
We can all be in on it.
I say I has the power.
Oh, speaking of Titanic,
This might be either the best episode of the podcast ever or like the worst for the listener.
it might be the worst if the audio doesn't capture any of that.
You know what?
If the recording doesn't capture it.
Well, hold on. Give me 1 second.
If it doesn't, we'll cut this part out.
Well, we can't anymore. But if I'm gonna do a soundbite and watch the OBS meter on the disc on the desktop audio, and we'll see if it makes a movement. It does. All right, we're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
We're good. All right, cool.
Whether this will all be loud enough to hear on there, I don't know.
you might have to go into post and pump up the jams.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at that. You know.
Pump it up. Yeah, you got a lot of practice last time, huh?
All right. So, Ray, do you want to start off with our final thoughts and rating?
Hold on to your butts.
My butt
When
is
you're
hell.
done playing with your toys. Yeah, so ET, love it. I thought that it was very well done, and it still holds up now, over 30 years later. Really loved the practical effects. You know, some of the green screen was not quite ideal, but it was for that time. So I do appreciate it. And the acting from the kids was great. Like we mentioned, the music was fantastic. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I kind of agree on like every single point. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a fun time. It did slow down a little bit there, but I thought like the ending really made up for a bit of the slowness right before that. So I think that has like one of the more memorable endings. I mean, obviously, it's one of the reasons why this movie is so famous. And it also is like the cover of the movie is the kid on the bike riding past the moon. Yeah, I thought that a lot of the acting was good. I thought the story was fun. E.T. still kind of scary when he's dying on his deathbed, but yeah, I think like he's a lovable kind of dumb little alien, even though he's really smart. And I'm also gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Thank you.
I remember now what I wanted to say, and it deals with like the first like 10-15ish minutes of the movie, like how everything made it seem like it's going to be like a horror movie with this mysterious creature roaming around, and like the music, the way like they did like kind of a what's it called, like not really music but more like environmental
Heavy metal anime tits.
sounds, that too. But anyway, no, I thought it was like really well done, like in the beginning, and then it had like some slow parts in the middle here and there. But by the end of it, I did really end up enjoying it. And I'll be honest, I was kind of always creeped out by how E.T. looks. Like I don't like the way he looks at all. But I do agree, like the effects were very well done, and like I did also get emotional by the end of the movie. Especially when they were like saying goodbye to E.T. before he flew off. I got a little bit emotional there.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, I would also have to give it a 4 out of 5.
So, like I said, for me, I enjoyed the movie. I thought the pacing kind of was all over the place, and like I said, the movie did still need a little polish on the writing side, like for the overall story. It's just, yeah, there's times where I'm just like, okay, why are we still on the scene, or what does this have to do with anything? Or just some weird decisions where I was like, oh, okay. But overall, like I said, I mean, good music. It's an iconic movie. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie. But I'm gonna break with you guys and give it a 3.5.
Wow.
No.
I gave myself the sad horn. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was a good movie. but yeah, 3.5.
Well, all right, Callus. What does that bring the average to?
That brings the average for ET a 3.875. Just under 4.
Well, all right.
Respectable.
Okay. Does anyone have any small recommendations for this episode?
I did at one point, and I don't remember now.
You
So
are literally trolling.
I wish I was.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I also kind of had a recommendation. I guess I guess I do, and that would be to go to your local comic book shop and pick up the first volume of Absolute Batman. To kind of get, if you're not already reading the series, Absolute Batman is a good, just 180 twist on the character that just has so many really good twists and turns in it. As a person who has read Batman for quite some time now, probably over, it's about 15 years I've been reading Batman comics. Absolute Batman kind of got me back into the groove of reading the comics every week instead of just letting them pile in my basement and then read them every month or so. So it has me on the edge of my seat. Right now we're pretty deep into it. They're introducing his like rogues gallery for this universe, quote unquote. But the first volume is very good. It's like 5 issues, I believe. The paper, not the paper. Well, I guess it is paperback. The paperback itself, I think it's like a $15 thing, which is a really good deal. If you're into Batman, or if you're bored of the usual Batman story, or maybe you don't even read comic books at all, I think it's a great read. It's dark, it's gritty, and it's unique to the Batman IP. It's much different than any other Batman that I've read, so that is good. They also rebooted the regular Batman series, and the first issue of that is really good as well, but I would extra recommend the Absolute Batman series for sure.
Absolutely not. I'm kidding. It sounds great. I deserve that. Yeah, I don't really have much to recommend right now.
That's all right. So, let's go ahead and reveal what the movie is for that won the fan vote. You voted. It was a tie for a little while, and then the tie was finally broken. But we are finally getting around to it. Dune Part 2 from 2024, directed by Denis Villeneuve. And this is, of course, the sequel to Dune, which we actually reviewed, I feel like it was about 2, maybe even like a year, maybe it's more like a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
It was before Callus left the show, so it might have been about 2 years ago now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the synopsis is: follow the mythic journey of Paul Atreides as he unites with Chani and the Freemen while on a path of revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. Facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the known universe, Paul endeavors to prevent a terrible future only he can foresee. And this stars Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Dave Bautista, Christopher Walken, Leah Seydoux, Stellan Skarsgård, and so many more.
Skarsgård.
But I think that was the main people there. This is available on Amazon, and it also is available on HBO Max. If you want to check it out there, it's also available on YouTube and stuff like that as well. But I will be watching it on Max. And this is the unfortunate part that I need to tell Ray is if you have not seen part 1, you kind of have to watch that.
I have seen Dune. So
All right.
thank you.
That
Wow. Oh my
solves
God.
that issue.
Cool. But have you seen part 2?
I have not, so
Yeah, I haven't either.
and I
neither.
didn't really enjoy part 1 all
No.
that much. So
Well, I hear part 2 is a bit brisker of a pace,
okay,
and there's more going
okay.
on. And if the book is any correlation, there should be a lot going on in this movie. So,
Interesting. Okay.
but we will all find out when we do that. And I believe, I mean, I still have to check with him, but I'm pretty sure General Kenobi will want to come onto the podcast to talk about the movie with us.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a 3-hour podcast.
A 3-hour tour. So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled for Dune Part 2, 2024, make sure you watch that before the next episode airs in 2 weeks. This will be the newest movie that we will have talked about. RRR was the one before it, but now Dune Part 2 is taking that over.
Oh.
So that is that. And
I'm going to have to recommend a 2025 movie next then.
Yeah,
you gotta
me
be
too.
careful though. Last time, gotta be careful. Sometimes these international movie studios are like, oh, they're even though the podcast is an hour and a half long, and the movie is 3 hours long, we're gonna take this down for copyright infringement. Worst fucking week of my life, I tell you what. Actually, Happy Gilmore. Never mind, Callus. It doesn't even matter because we watched Happy Gilmore
yeah,
too.
Happy Gilmore. That was this year, huh?
Totally forgot about that. You know, I tend to try and forget about that movie.
Fair. I also forgot about it as well. So
Yeah. Maybe one of these times we'll recommend a movie that's in theaters, which would probably be kind of a tough thing to do with our schedule, but still
Oh my
could
God.
happen if we all agree. But we'll keep it in our back pocket.
As long as there's a pirated version available.
my
Yar,
God.
matey. Okay. Well, does anyone have anything else they would like to say before the end of the show?
clean your ass.
No.
Just clean your
Wash your-
stuff, people.
Wash feet.
Phone home.
Drive responsibly.
Phone home.
You know, I meant to mention this before. He actually says home phone before
Yeah.
he says phone home. Kinda
Yeah.
crazy.
Mm.
I just heard him say phone or home phone, and then she went, "Oh, he's saying phone home," and he never like said anything else after. That's
You know
what I
what we
noticed.
didn't talk about either?
Drew
The whole
Barrymore.
dissecting the frog thing.
Oh yeah,
that-
Yeah,
that was just part of the classroom stuff that went on way too long,
That's fair.
those poor frogs,
Yeah.
though.
right?
Yeah.
Like who?
Did they actually do that in the 80s to those
I
poor
don't
Yes,
know,
frogs?
'cause,
they
like,
did.
Probably. Those
Yes,
kids
they
were
did.
very young, though. Like I was surprised at how young they were dissecting those frogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
and,
it was like a high school thing.
usually, and also like, yeah, like they showed up already euthanized.
I mean I dissected a frog in junior high school.
I didn't
That's
know in
true.
high
I
school.
did. We didn't do frogs in junior high. We did a squid instead.
Yeah,
We did frogs.
we had pig fetuses,
Mm.
and my pig was
What?
named Olga.
Oh,
That's so sad it had a name.
Yeah, but
I never did any of that.
Olga brought us much joy.
and
Even-
taught so much.
Yeah, it taught a lot about biology. Also, that's the class that I failed in high school, so
Oh no.
maybe it was the curse of Olga. I don't know.
It's like that's what you get for
Maybe.
naming me.
Here's another fun fact. E.T. is the only character to appear both in Star Wars and
True.
in Steven Spielberg
Trek?
adventure.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Yoda also appears in this movie.
Well, as
Bam.
a toy, as like a costume.
Yeah, that's Yoda. I mean, the first
But
Yoda in the first Star Wars was
the
a puppet.
actual E.T. aliens are in the scene in the Phantom Menace when they're all
I know.
like-
And if you notice in this movie, he's like, "Holy shit, it's a Yoda! I know the species. What are they doing here?"
yeah, but it's not actually Yoda, so it doesn't. No,
I know. E.T. doesn't know Yoda, but he knows that species, and he sees them, and like you see him like, oh look, this is one of my friends, because he's also dumb.
Wow.
I didn't know what that one was gonna do. I just saw stop and I was like, let's click it. Don't worry, folks. This is the soundboard will be gone next episode. Okay.
Unless you really like it, let us know.
Yes, if you do like it, let us know with a
Leave a comment.
yeah, with a duck emoji on the post on Discord. All right. I'm sure everyone is really thrilled about the soundboard. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Had its moments.
It had,
Yeah, I had
there we go.
some,
Yeah, there.
sure. It was overused in other parts, but you know.
Yeah, you can't win them all. They can't all be zingers. It's like the Naked Gun, some things hit, some things miss,
Agreed.
Agreed.
Oh, you got to beat the meat, cows.
How do I do that?
All right.
And with that,
Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. I am Yemmy the Ferret, and I've been here with...
The
Just-
stupidest dope the world's ever seen.
kill this.
Damation.
Rave positivity.
And this has been another episode of Film Freaks with a Z. We'll be back in 2 weeks to do another fantastic review of a movie, and that is Dune 2.
Dune 2, Part 2.
Bye.
So long.
Bye.
I guess Uranus is cute.
Okay, those two as signs off work really well, I think.
Daddy,